Rolling.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
I messed it up. The coal train rolling through. Choo choo.
We're ready. Let's go.
First fighter fighting a bantamweight, Cole Smith.
He'll be looking to make 135.
Oh, still wait. Let him get it first. Right here.
135 on the dot for Cole Smith.
Thank you, Cole. That one. Yep.
Second fighter fighting light heavyweight, Jimmy Crute.
Jimmy Crute, Australia's own, coming up now, light heavyweight.
Watch the towel. Let him get
Jimmy
first.
Crute is in at 205. That is a success.
Hold on 1 second, everybody. Okay, Jimmy, can you get back up there for me? You guys have to tell you. Yeah. Right here. Right here. 5 seconds. Thank you, Ben. Sir.
Oh,
Commissioner.
he just startled everyone with a
Can you replace it? Once you get
fantastic
it, you
woo
set aside
on the scale.
Sure.
If you guys are watching at home and you love weigh-ins, give me a woo in the chat. Let's throw a few woos out there. Up next, making his debut, Hunter Azure. He'll be looking to make bantamweight.
$135.5.
Straight ahead, Hunter.
135.5 for Hunter Azure.
Thank you. Perfect.
Let's see who we have next here.
Lightweight, Kyle Propolek.
Yes, Kyle Prepelek, lightweight.
$155.
Right here, Kyle.
155 for Kyle Prepelek.
Thank you. That was 155, right?
155.
Yeah, thank you.
Fighting a bantamweight, Ryan McDonald.
Here comes Ryan McDonald, bantamweight.
$135.5.
Right here, Ryan.
135.5, Ryan McDonald, good to go.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm saving that for late. We got a lot of time to fill it, Casey.
Fighter fighting a
Oh, there's no.
middleweight, Uriah
That's their
Hall.
moment. That's their moment. Uriah Hall Middleweight veteran coming up.
135.
He's got his ear pods in.
$184.
Whoa! Right here, right
184 for Uriah Hall, who seems surprised how much he's slimmed down.
No.
Uriah being asked to be on his best behavior.
Thank you, baby.
He's been all smiles since we've seen him.
184.
Let's keep it that way.
With a smile. I can't.
Next fighter, fighting at Bantamweight, Brad Katona.
Winnipeg's Brad Katona, here he comes. Ultimate Fighter winner. He'll be looking to make Bantamweight.
$135.
Right here, Brad. 5 seconds.
135 for Brad Katona.
Thank you.
Coming off his first loss. We'll see if he can bounce back on Saturday. He's fighting Hunter Azure. He lost to Merab Dvalishvili.
Come on, Casey, you knew that. Every single one of our viewers know that.
Next fighter,
They know now.
Light heavyweight, Nisha Serkinov.
Misha Serkinov, light heavyweight.
$205.5.
205.5 for Misha. No problems there. Never has any problems. Guy's in ridiculous shape. Told us the other day he's 30% stronger. Picture that.
30 and 205.5.
205.5, yes. Misha also looking to bounce back from a loss. Oh, this is an interesting one next. Tristan
Fighting at
Connolly.
welterweight, Tristan Connolly.
Tristan Connolly took this on less than a week's notice. Should not have an issue making weight. Typically fights at 155.
Hold still, yeah. Until he gets away.
$169.5.
Right here.
169.5 for Tristan Connolly. He is from these parts, proud Vancouverite, so he'll have a big crowd rooting him on. But he is facing the insane Michel Pereira. Got 4 heavyweights on. Oh, we've got 4. Oh, there he is. I was going to say we have 4 heavyweights on today's card. First one coming up to weigh in, Mr.
Fighting
Jeff
at
Hughes.
heavyweight, Jeff Hughes.
Jeff Hughes will be fighting the returning Todd Duffy on Saturday. Duffy coming back from a 4-year hiatus. Hughes enjoying the UFC process so far. This will be his second fight in the UFC.
$251.
Right here,
251
5 seconds.
for Jeff Hughes, former Legacy Fighting Alliance champion.
Thank you.
He lost his UFC debut to Maurice Green, crochet boss, via a split decision. It was the second time they fought, so we'll see that trilogy down the road somewhere.
You got married last week.
Oh, Casey mentioned that he got married last week, but I mean, that's not Everyone here at MMA Fighting is very happy for Jeff Hughes and his new wife.
This is how you are. I'm excited.
I'm happy.
Mine's a new day.
I'm keeping these professional. I'm just talking about their careers.
Fighting at featherweight, Jordan Griffin.
Jordan Griffin, featherweight next.
$145.
Right here, Jordan. 5 seconds.
Jordan Griffin, 145. He makes the featherweight mark.
Thank you, babe.
He goes by the charming moniker of Native Psycho.
Nickname is the Native Psycho.
Native Psycho.
Fighting at lightweight, Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
Oh, here we go. Big one here. Donald Cowboy Cerrone looking to make lightweight, as he has so many times before. Datsun Danger is with him, helping Dad out. Yeah, good. It's good corner work already.
Oh, that's just too. Everybody take them.
$155.5.
155.5 for Cowboy.
Right ahead,
And he just picked
Cowboy.
up probably another extra 5 pounds or so.
Right here with Daddy.
How much does the baby weigh?
Doctor, just
5
stay
to
there
10
for a while.
pounds on the scale.
All right. Yay. Thank you, guys.
Papa Cowboy has been nearly unbeatable. He did lose his last fight, but before that he won 3 straight after becoming a father. So got that inspiration. Unbeaten in Canada. I can't say it enough. Never lost in Canada.
No choice.
Fighting at light heavyweight, Glover Teixeira.
Former light heavyweight contender, or one-time light heavyweight title challenger, Glover Teixeira, coming up now.
Go, baby.
With no, yes, he is San's child. We will report if fighters are bringing up their children with them.
$204.5.
204.5 for Glover Teixeira. He's made the mark. True professional. He could break the record for most UFC light heavyweight finishes and submissions if he gets a submission on Saturday against Nikita Krylov.
Yeah.
Someone's getting finished. Miles Johns looks like he's up next. Recent Contender Series standout, unbeaten.
Fighting at bantamweight, Miles Johns.
Johns also a former Legacy Fighting Alliance champion, just 25 years old, making his UFC debut.
$135.5.
135.5 for Miles Johns. He's fighting Cole Smith, who coincidentally was at the UFC Apex during Johns' Contender Series fight. So he kind of got a look at him way ahead before they even knew they were going to fight. It's a small world, this MMA world. Antonio Carlos Jr. coming up next, middleweight.
Yeah, they told you.
Next up, Middleweight, Antonio Carlos Jr. $185.5.
185.5 for Antonio Carlos Jr., better known to some as Shoeface. He's currently ranked number 13 officially in the middleweight rankings. He'll be facing Uriah Hall, who's actually number 12, one spot ahead of him. Classic grappler versus striker matchup, striker versus grappler, however you want to put it. Kind of an old school UFC flavor to that. They are coming fast and furious to the scale. So of course, I said that. There's a slight. Oh, there we go.
Next fighter fighting at heavyweight, Augusto Sakai.
Yes, we have our second heavyweight coming in, Augusto Sakai. Sakai meeting Marcin Tybura. That's going to headline the prelims, as it were.
$258.
258. That's a heavyweight. Sakai was actually a standout in Bellator, but didn't make his way over until he went through the Brazilian version of Dana White's Contender Series. So, and then he's coming off a win over Hunter Arlovsky, split decision. I think there was some controversy there, but 2-0 in the UFC so far. Always nice to see new heavyweights making an impact. But former heavyweight Nikita Krylov coming up soon. He's rocking some bling too, so keep an eye out for that. Trying not to get blinded by that bling.
Light heavyweight, Nikita Krylov.
California's like
They make
everything.
you take every wedding ring, everything.
Unless you're
Peter.
no.
205.5.
205.5 for Krylov, no problem. That ice probably does not more than a few ounces, I guess, so no issue there. I didn't say nothing about that. I'm just saying, I'm just called as I see it. He made weight, only 0.5, above 205, so I don't know how much I think away, but looks good, didn't it? Krylov is fighting Glover Teixeira on Saturday.
Austin Hubbard.
Austin Hubbard hitting the scales next. He's going to try and make lightweight. Austin will be fighting Kyle Prepolek to open up the show, open up the prelims.
$156.
156 for Hubbard. He makes it in there with the 1 pound allowance. 0-1 in the UFC so far. He lost to Davi Ramos. That's a tough guy to get in your UFC debut, but he has won 3 of his last 4. So we'll see how he does against Kyle Prepolek. 2 guys, both looking for their first UFC win. Looking to get on that track in maybe one of the UFC's most stacked divisions, 155 pounds.
Yeah. $135.5.
Right here, baby. 5 seconds. 5.
Lewis.
Take that.
Next fighter at heavyweight, Marcin Tybura.
Off go the shoes. Yeah, off go the shoes.
$257.5.
257.5 for Marcin Tybura. Marcin's making his 9th UFC appearance. He's kind of in a weird place. He entered the top 15 of the heavyweight rankings pretty early in his run with the UFC, and then it's just
Fighting at lightweight, Justin Gaethje. $155.5.
that's Gaethje 155.5. Our main event is official. Gaethje versus Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Gaethje got a fresh sheen of sweat on him,
Right.
but he made the weight.
3 more people. 3 more.
3 more to go.
All red corner.
Todd Duffy fighting Jeff Hughes on Saturday.
All right. 244.5.
Wait, Ty.
244.5 for Todd Duffy. Again, he is meeting Jeff Hughes, who's also already made weight in a heavyweight match on Saturday.
Thank you, babe.
It's been a long time coming for Todd Duffy to return to the cage. Last fought in 2015.
Fighting at welterweight, Michel Pereira.
Here comes Michel Pereira. Got about just over 10 minutes remaining in the weigh-ins. He will need the towel. Drama.
£172.
Ooh, 172 for Michel Pereira. That is one over the limit.
Back one first, and then we'll do the punch.
That is one over the limit with the 1 pound allowance. Oh, 10 minutes remaining in the weigh-ins. We'll have more information for you soon as far as if he gets any additional time to weigh in. If not, what the percentage of his purse will be should the fight continue. Whether his opponent Tristan Connolly will take the fight, we will have that information for you shortly.
Thank you, babe.
Disappointing for Michel Pereira, I'm sure.
One more.
Still 10 minutes.
Okay, we're getting some indication that he will attempt to weigh in before the initial deadline. So within the next 10 minutes, we'll see what his team can do.
At featherweight, we have Chaz Skelly. 146 pounds.
146 for Chaz Skelly. He is good for fight night.
Welcome back.
He looks happy to get off that scale and get some nutrition. Okay,